Hey YouTube, I just saw some. Been following this story for the past couple days. It's hit kind of hard in the media that I do view, that I do watch, and I think that it bears us a little bit of discussion. There was a family that their little 4-year-old boy had a rare genetic disorder affected his brain and nervous system, and his father bought him with what funds he had, aside from medical bills piling up. He bought him about everything he could surrounding Spider-Man. And the little boy knew he was going to go, and he wanted on his tombstone, he wanted Spider-Man, because he had Spider-Man clothes, Spider-Man toys, Spider-Man posters, Spider-Man, everything. The kid loved Spider-Man. And there's documentation on the internet. You're probably going to see this in your feed. But I really hope and I really wish that if somebody else has a situation like this, that they don't do what this father did. The father, in his grief, went to one company, probably a local company that does gravestones, and he commissioned him for a 34-inch wide headstone, and on top of it was Spider-Man, just doing his web pose as he crawls along a building. And then it had a bunch of stuff engraved on the tombstone talking about how the little boy taught him how to appreciate life. I gotta compose myself. I apologize. It's just a heart-ripping message that is on the tombstone, and you can see it. I'll link to it here, but it's a frustrating story because the engraving company said, "I don't think we can do this. Let's make a phone call." And Disney responded after the boy was dead, and they're like, "We're very sorry. Millions of people have grown up with this generations of superheroes and such, and we know he means much to your family, but we just want to preserve. We want to preserve the integrity of our IP, and not associate Spider-Man with death." This is Disney. Disney that killed Mufasa. Disney that killed Bambi's mom. Disney that fucking almost every single childhood story I remember, the kids were never in a two-parent family raised by loving individuals. The kids were always either adopted or they were just in a single-parent household and tragedy had befallen them, or it was just one of those situations to where it was a minority of circumstances that Disney was saw fit to make these unusual movies, which would sell millions of dollars, which is great. I'm happy. And it might make those kids that in the real world didn't have a two-parent household feel better. I know a lot of kids, when I was growing up, went through divorces. Their parents got divorced, and their lives were shit after that. And they're adults now. They've got gray hair like me. Anyway, so this young boy wanted to have Spider-Man on his tombstone. The father's like, "I bought everything Spider-Man, and I'm done. I'm done buying and purchasing anything they do and partaking in everything they've got." Well, a lot of people talk about a Disney boycott. I've enjoyed one for 6 months. The Ant-Man and the Wasp was the last thing I bought of theirs. I have zero reason to watch anything Star Wars or Marvel related. You know what that means. So, no, if you have a friend who has a little child that they want to have a cartoon or something chiseled onto their gravestone, which is a macabre thought, like you're planning this. But, people that have a real situation going on to where they have they have a situation where they're going to be burying a child soon, and they're doing all this planning, they're thinking about it rationally. Just go ahead and do it. just go ahead and chisel the Thundercats or chisel Superman or chisel any Marvel property that means something to your young child or to your individual's life. And just do it. Don't ask for permission. Because in all honesty, if it meant that much to you to where you put it on the gravestone, great. We get it. You like this. And also, I would love to see Disney in their current money-grubbing incarnation at a fucking cemetery, ripping up a fucking tombstone out of the ground. Fuck you guys! Our intellectual property means more to us than your dead relative. Ah! I want to see it. I want to see it. Talk to you later.